Okay, this mass is for both my mom, Antoinette Tipa, and Guy Tipa. Give you a brief introduction. Antoinette was born April 23rd, 1954. Guy Tipa was born February 3rd, 1952. Antoinette passed away November 13th, 2021. Guy passed away February 1st, 2017. Both were Italian and born in Brooklyn, New York. Both have loving parents and brothers and sisters. My mom, she always used to help capture the stray cats. She used to feed the cats and the birds outside. My mom always knew how to make people laugh. She was literally the life of the party. Antoinette was the type of friend that everyone needs. She always listened. She always tried to help as much as she can. My dad used to volunteer back in the 90s at Holy Family Soup Kitchen in Manhattan. He used to hand out sandwiches, hats, gloves to the homeless in Manhattan. My father constantly prayed, went to church every day. My dad was the one, believe it or not, that started Eucharistic adoration in this church. Antoinette, my mom, she had problems managing her blood sugar. Her vision, her memory, her ability to move became worse over the years. She was not only a prisoner in her body, but in her house too. My father, Guy, had COPD. He had a colostomy bag for over 10 years. He had fainting spells. He suffered, but was always determined to keep going. I've lost a lot over the past 10 years. I lost friends, family members, pets, even singers that I loved. And I learned over the years that I can't prevent death. The night my mom was in the hospital, I remember the part of the Bible that Jesus was in the garden. Jesus was not only the Son of God, but a man of flesh and blood. He experienced happiness, sadness, anger, and pain. And on that night, he was betrayed. He was in the garden scared. He said, "Abba, Father, take this away from me." Jesus knew he was going to be put to death, and he was scared. Then he says, "Not my will, but your will be done." And I thought about my mom, and I said, if she comes out of this, I don't know what her condition's going to be like. So I said, you know, I would love to have her home with me or in a nursing home, but the reality is she suffered a lot, and I had to set her free. So, like Jesus, I said, your will, Father, not my will. We always debate and fight with God, but ultimately we're going to have to surrender to God's will, even if it means losing someone and suffering. I know this is a sad moment, but I wanted to bring up some funny memories that I have of my parents. The months before my mom, Antoinette's death, I was helping her. Her motto was "my way or the highway." Okay, she got into fights with her family. She got into fights with the guy next door. She got into fights, especially with me. I felt guilty about those fights. I came to church one Saturday evening. Father Dominic was doing confession. Father Dominic, mind you, he never met my mother. I told him what was going on with the fighting, and I felt guilty. He asked me, is your mom Galabrace? I said, yeah, she's not only Galabrace, she's a Taurus, which is double hard head. You know, you want to talk about a 12-inch thick skull. She had a 24-inch thick skull. You need like a jackhammer to get through to her. My dad was the first to start getting the home attendants into our house. And despite the aides coming from my father, my mom was the one ultimately in control of them. She would say, I don't care who the agency says you work for. You see that man sitting on the bed? Don't listen to him. I'm going to tell you what to do. My mom must have set a world record for the most home attendants. She didn't like them out the door. If we had a home attendant 6 months or over, it was by the grace of God. The coordinator basically was blaming my father. Why you getting rid of all your aides? My father said, it's not me. It's my mom that's doing that. She had control over them. Okay. Even sometimes you're in bed at night. My mom was doing these real estate things with the landlord, and they would come ringing the bell after 7, 8 o'clock. You don't want to hear somebody knocking on the door 7, 8 o'clock at night. It's annoying. So my father, he got upset with the noise. I got upset too. So one morning, my mom's in the living room cleaning. This is an hour before the aide came. I came out of the bathroom. My father didn't even see me. And he was upset. He was in the kitchen with a knife. I'm going to fix that. I'm not going to say the word. You know what bell once and for all. And I'm looking at him. Where he's going? He gets the knife, starts cutting the wire of the bell. An hour later, the bell rings. My mom is trying to buzz the home attendant, and she's yelling, Mr. Tipa, I'm stuck out here. Well, guess what? Your husband just broke the bell. And then a day or two later, the landlord's son comes over. He sees the wire. He said, what happened? He had a giant rat eating the wires. My mom told me, no, we had an aide. She just went AWOL over there. We had one TV in the living room. My father had complete control over the ticker. And my mom wanted to watch TV. I wanted to watch, no. He had to put the prayer channel on. He had to put ESPN on. So they were fighting over the ticker. My mom had to call up the cable company. Can you give me a new ticker? You lost it? You broke it? No, I didn't lose it. I didn't break it. My husband does not want to give me the ticker. So he would fall asleep with the ticker hiding under his pillow. My mom's trying to grab it. It was like he was saying, oh, you want the ticker, you got to pry it out of my cold, damn, dead hands. And then there was something really crazy that my mom did that I don't think any of you know. It was election year, and I guess we were voting for the president, the mayor. She calls up 311. I don't like the names on this ballot. The 311 operator said, what do you want me to do? Don't vote. I want to put my name on the ballot. Oh, so you want to put your name on the ballot? You're running for New York City mayor or president? Yeah. I said, okay, and she's going to run for mayor president. Her motto is going to be my way or the highway. That's the way she is. But my mom and dad have been married 38, 39 years. It would have been this year. And they stuck by each other through thick and thin. Sickness and health, for better or worse, rich or poor. All the arguments, everything. They stuck by each other. It's like they say, till death do us part. But I don't say death do us part. I say till death and then we reunite again, because that's what happened. They reunited in heaven. And I know there's going to be a lot of pain, there's going to be a lot of loss, there's going to be a lot of suffering. It's not going to happen overnight. And you got to let time heals all wounds. You just got to remember the good times, that's it. And I thank you all for coming. You know, you're all in my prayers, and God bless you all for everything you've done.